Hello, guys. Welcome back to school. This quarter, we will be working on green architecture. So today, I wanted to take a minute to talk about what is green architecture and what are some of the things that we're going to be learning about this quarter. Green architecture is basically the art of building and constructing using green or sustainable ways. So we're going to watch a video on what is green architecture, and then I'm going to have you just answer a few questions today. That is really, this is all we're doing today. I do have an activity for you. So to draw a picture layout of your house, we're going to use this later on and then figure out if there's any way you would change it to be more green after what you've learned. So the screencast, we're going to go ahead and watch this video together. This is a primer on green architecture and green design. Okay. So, green architecture, green design is an approach to building that minimizes the harmful effects of construction projects on human health and the environment. The green architect or designer attempts to safeguard air, water, and the earth by choosing eco-friendly building materials and construction practices. Building a greener home is a choice, at least it is in most communities. Typically, buildings are designed to meet building code requirements. Um, Building green, however, designs challenge designers to go beyond the codes to improve overall building performance and minimize life cycle environmental impact and cost. So your carbon footprint, so to speak. Local, state, and federal public officials are persuaded to legislate green processes and standards, just like fire prevention. Um, but green building practices usually is up to the individual property owner. When the property owner, the results can be unexpected. Okay. So, common characteristics of a green building. The highest goal of green architecture is to be fully sustainable. Simply put, people do green things in order to achieve sustainability. Some architecture has been an experiment in green design for years. While most green buildings do not have all of the features, green architecture and design may include some of these things. So, ventilation systems designed for efficient heating and cooling, energy efficient lighting and appliances. So, the Energy Star appliances, you may find some of those around your house. Water saving plumbing fixtures, landscaping with native vegetation, and plan to maximize passive solar energy. We're going to talk about that this quarter. Minimal harm to the natural habitat. Alternative renewable energy power sources like solar power or wind power. Non-synthetic, non-toxic materials used inside and out. So different types of siding for your house or roofing materials. Locally obtained wood and stone, eliminating long haul transportation. Responsibly harvested wood. Adapted reuse of older buildings. Use of recycled or salvaged materials. Efficient use of space. Optimal location on the land, so maximize sunlight, wind, natural sheltering. And then rainwater harvesting and gray water use. We're going to talk a lot about all of these things. You don't need a green roof to be a green building, although that is a thing. Recycled blue jeans as insulation is also a thing. It's pretty cool. You don't need a vertical garden or a green wall to have a green building, okay, but some people have. Construction processes are a huge part of the green building. We're going to talk a lot about this quarter. So how you build, how you source your materials, your building materials, how you recycle, those are all part of the green process. LEED is the green verification. LEED is leadership in energy and environmental design. It is been around since 1993. So a lot of buildings have LEED Platinum or LEED Gold or LEED Silver certified. That just means that the person who built and designed that house is thinking about the types of energy that they can save. Okay. So it's a certification. It comes with a fee, but it can be adapted and applied to most buildings. I know there are a lot of buildings in Chicago that are LEED certified. If you come into a building that has a sticker on the front window, it'll have a sticker that says LEED certification. Whole building designs, that we're going to do that in this class as well. Sustainability has to be part of the whole building design. So where your water pipes are compared to where your kitchen is, and does the water need to go lots of different places, or is it all in just one area? Those are some whole building design kind of things that we're going to talk about. Green architectural design should not be an add-on. It should just be the way of doing things, and that is what we're going to learn in this class. So, the challenge then is the climate change is going to, it's not going to destroy the Earth. The planet will go on for millions and millions of years, long after we have expired. Climate change, however, is going to destroy the species of life on Earth that cannot adapt fast enough to the new conditions. So, building trades have decided in whole to recognize the greenhouse gases and to try to do something about that. So, manufacturing of cement is one of the largest global contributors to carbon dioxide emissions. So, from poor designs to construction materials, the industry is challenged to change its ways. All right, so looking into a sustainable future. So, green design has many related names and concepts associated with it. Sustainable development. Some people emphasize the ecology and have adopted names like eco design, eco friendly architecture, even arcology. Ecotourism is a trend. So if you have an eco house design, might appear to be a bit non-traditional. Okay. So this is an environmental movement, so to speak. A building can look beautiful and even be constructed from very expensive stuff, but not be green. Okay, so a building can be very green, but visually pretty kind of ugly. So, but there are some green houses that are actually quite impressive. So, how do we move towards the three rules of architecture? To be well built, useful by serving a purpose, and beautiful to look at. That is the key to what we're going to work on in this class. There are some videos on this page as well if you want to look farther into it. So, what is green architecture? Why should I care about green architecture? So, caring about green architecture, that's really an opinion. Some people aren't really going to care, but in general, the more green and more sustainable we build, the longer we will have life on Earth as we know it. The common list of characteristics, which of those two will apply to your house? So if you look at the common characteristics on the article that we read, here are some common characteristics. Do you have any of these in your house? So natural habitat, if you live in the wooded area, perhaps, do you still have wooded area or did someone cut all the trees down? Do you have an Energy Star appliances in your house? Chances are your fridge are Energy Star. Maybe you have a hot water heater that is Energy Star. Do you have water saving toilets? Okay, it doesn't flush all, it flushes, but it doesn't use too much water when it does that. So think about some of the things. Do you have maybe different type of floor? Do you have hardwood floor? What kind of materials do you have? So think about that where it comes to your house. And then what can you do to be green? What can you do to go green? The obvious question answer would be to recycle. Another thing would be maybe plant some trees or maybe plant some bushes around your house to keep the wind from knocking into your house and making it colder. Okay. What is LEED? So that is mentioned in the article that we read as well. So just answer those few questions just to get us started today. And then draw a picture of the layout of your house. You can insert a Google drawing right here to kind of just get an idea of where everything is in your house. And then figure out if there is any way you could change it to be more green after what you learned. So if you have windows. So go to your windows or your doors in your house and feel the windows and the doors. If you can feel air coming through, then you're losing money by having that. So maybe you can get better windows, or maybe you can put plastic on the outside of the windows like I have at my house. What can you do to help your house be a little bit more energy efficient? So, can you change the light bulbs in your house to make them LED instead of iridescent? Can you move some furniture around so that it flows a little bit better? Okay, what are some things? So, I just want you to think about that with this assignment. So, the Thursday. We will see each other again on Thursday. And when we do that, we are going to go ahead and start on the um, basics of architecture and how to um, measure. Okay? So that when we get the tape measure out to do some of these things, then you'll know what to do. All right.